Welcome back to Getaway, where I'm enjoying the sights, sounds and flavours of France on Scenic's beautiful Bordeaux River cruise. Today, I've left the spaceship to explore one of southwestern France's most enchanting villages.
This is why you come to France. An ancient underground cathedral complete with catacombs in beautiful wine country. I mean, the place is just exploding with charm. But just a little word of warning, all the streets are cobblestone, so make sure you wear sensible shoes.
Saint-Emilion is an absolute visual feast. You could spend hours just wandering these winding streets built around an ancient monolithic church. And Scenic organises a guided tour into the catacombs of this ancient place of worship.
Welcome to the catacombs of Saint-Emilion. We are in the oldest burial site in this city. It's all started in the 9th century as a chapel dedicated to Emilion, a monk that lived here in the 8th century and then was little by little turned into the cemetery that you see around us with all the tombs.
A monolithic church is one that is built from a single block of stone. In this case, carved and dug inside the limestone plateau of Saint-Emilion.
I mean, the feeling of being in here it really feels hardcore ancient.
It is.
Over the centuries, religious pilgrims would visit the Holy Cave, and in the 12th century, a local lord decided to expand it into something more grand.
Get the vibe, just one bit.
I just can't get my head around the fact that this was all hand
And carved. Absolutely. Everything was completely carved in the 12th century.
It's just astounding, isn't it? This is the thing, whether you're religious or not, I think I'm always fascinated by how much the faith in God inspires man to do such unbelievable things.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And this is the case with this church. This is the fastest underground medieval church in Europe.
As amazing as a monolithic church is, there is another famous artefact found here. The original French delicacy known as the macaron.
These days, macarons come in the form of the good, bad and the ugly. But here in Saint-Emilion exists the original 400-year-old recipe. And I'm about to check out how it's done, and even better still, taste one. Oh my goodness, I'm so happy to be here. This is so adorable.
Thank you. Do you want to come inside?
I would love to.
For me, it doesn't get any better than spending some free time surrounded by the smells of a working bakery.
I'm so in my element in here because for me, baking is all about being in a home kitchen, and this is pretty much what we have here. So we've got almonds here, we've got the bitter kind and the sweet kind. So the bitter kind is what gives that sort of amaretto flavour. And these have just been blanched and they're getting peeled by hand, unbelievably.
It's said that a group of nuns first made macarons here in Saint-Emilion, and the secret recipe has been passed down for generations.
The thing that I found most striking about these macarons is that they're really beautifully golden. And it's not how we know them, which is usually sandwiched with ganache. It's just one side and they're dimpled as well, as opposed to the ones that we know so well now, which is shiny and very smooth. That is beautiful.
After a hard day of roaming French villages, Scenic Diamond is the perfect place to recharge. There's no shortage of dining options on board, and all of them give sweeping views of Bordeaux as we head into port. And tonight, we have something very special planned, a scenic and rich experience. This industrial area of Bordeaux may not look like the picture postcard image you have in your head, but after dark, it turns into something wonderful.
This is a Nazi-built submarine base, and in a minute, the lights are about to go out And this war relic is about to turn into art.
Bordeaux was occupied by the Germans from around June 1940. Its location on the Garonne River was of strategic importance to the Nazis. And so this bomb-proof submarine base was built using over 6,000 prisoners of war. The experience is called Bassin de Lumière, or Pools of Light. 90 video projectors illuminate every available surface with art, and 80 speakers take you on a musical journey through time.
I'm feeling quite emotional right now. I'm really affected by art and music. It's just a really profound thing to think that this place was responsible for so much destruction and now it's a place of creation.